Hey everyone, this month's edition of Live in the Sunroom, one of my favorite Sunroom sessions to date. And that's because I'm a big fan of hook-laden, tightly structured songs that are strongly reminiscent of the early 1980s. And I think that's a pretty fair way to describe the highly infectious grooves created by the guys in Great Shapes. Great Shapes was formed about 4 years ago. They've gone through a few personnel changes, but have now really gelled into a rock-solid local group with a great live sound. Their new record, Somewhere in Between, is starting to get some love on college radio, and the band continues to tour regionally in hopes of growing their ever-expanding fan base. Now, I'm often asked if these sessions are in fact live, and yes, these are live, off-the-floor recordings, no overdubs, no trickery. The sounds you hear coming out of that room require a strong level of musicianship, and I think that's on display in this next group. Great Shapes performs live in the Sunroom.
My name is Evan Tremper, and I play drums in Great Shapes.
All right, my name is Nathan Gomez. I play guitar, synths, and percussion.
My name is Antonio. I play bass.
Neil Henry.
Name of the band?
Great Shapes.
Cheers. Talk to me about what is it about this tone, this sound that moved you and that creates the inspiration for the band?
Well, I've been playing music for going on 12 years now. I've been in and out of a couple bands, and when I first met these guys, it was kind of in a weird scenario. I snuck into a show, and that's where I met Evan, and we were both in a different band at the time, and he asked if my band would open up for his, and so we did. And after that show, our lives kind of shifted in a weird phase. That band broke up that I was in, and Evan's band was sort of taking a hiatus. And so I remember asking him, hey, well, I know a bass player, do you want to start a little project? And that's how Great Shapes formed back in 2013.
We started jamming, and he had a bass player, so it just kind of worked out. Yeah. And so ever since then, Neil and I have been working hard at it.
And when I had first seen him, I was playing with some other bands, and to me, the energy, just the rhythm section, just the whole upbeat, the whole just dance party vibe was just there, and I was really into that sound, especially a lot of disco and just post-punk. And so I think the reason why I joined in, just what I thought they were about was just that whole feel good, get down kind of vibe.
Yeah, I told myself that I always wanted to be in a band like that, just full of energy and just good vibes, and sure enough, I found my way there.
I feel like this music style that we do is, more comfortable and suiting to my personality and, the stuff that I wanted to make.
And there's a shared aesthetic, obviously, right, with everyone in the group that seems to kind of fall in line with that tone.
Yeah, absolutely. Everyone has the same musical influences, and everything just clicks.
You could get caught up making the same shape over and over, and the same song, the same format, and we want to really deviate from. We don't want to get stuck making the same song over and over, and luckily we have some like-minded people to bounce off ideas now.
Do you think that was a hard thing to achieve, finding so many like-minded guys in El Paso, or did it just kind of happen organically? Or?
Definitely, I think it happened organically because I think we all have similar influences, and we all had the same outlook. And I remember, when I first joined them, I learned their prior songs and had to, get a vibe for what their prior guitar player used to be. And by the first practice I had with them, aside from playing their previous songs, I was already writing music with them, and that was really cool, just to step in and just fill in the shoes naturally and not have to try too hard.
Was that something you sought out to study?
More or less, it came naturally, mainly just because my mom, she was a big disco queen, and disco is very rhythmic, and I feel like those bass lines were very well driven.
Yeah. Is that your job in this band? Or give me an idea of what your job is.
I like to think about it as keeping the groove going, a little funk here and there.
I started with punk rock, played in punk rock bands and ska bands, and in high school I started studying jazz and got into Afro-Cuban music, and I really liked the stylistic difference of just the visual, how in control they are, and the finesse that those kind of players have. But so I like those two different worlds, the intensity of the punk music and the finesse of jazz.
I guess my mission statement, really, what I'm trying to get across to people lyrically, is love. I think that is a really strong emotion that we can all feel, and love for certain things or love towards one another.
It's funny, I've been playing for about 12 years, and this is one of the first bands where, we keep getting bigger crowds, and it's people who we don't know, people who are just hearing us on, Spotify, SoundCloud, or YouTube, and hear us and decide to come out to come support. And yeah, I just want to keep riding that and just keep growing with these guys, for sure.
Tell me what you'd like to do. If you could plot out the next year for the band, what would it be?
Just staying active and performing as much as we can, and trying to meet more new people and just grow.
If it were up to you, you'd be on the road all the time?
Yeah, definitely. It's just, I mean, it's hard definitely for all of us and our jobs and everything, and our stature is, we're still, you know, like sleeping on people's floors, and you know, it's very fun, but it's also, you know, people think it's luxurious, but it's definitely not. But I feel like that's the way to get out there, you know, regardless of playing in front of 2 or 100 people, you know.
The reaction to the album that you've gotten, I mean, you guys there's been some good word, right, on the new record?
Yeah, we charted on college radio, top 200 in the nation, so we were, you know, pretty up there, and that was really inspiring and, you know, reassuring to us as musicians and what we're trying to do. And, you know, it makes you feel good when there's other people who appreciate it.